it's Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. As always, today we spoke about the new UAE lottery that's rolled out and what you're doing on the road that could get you fines. The new silent radars are out to get you.
And so if you have missed the show, don't forget to go in podcast form. So subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcast from and enjoy the show as always.
Good morning, Dubai. Happy start of the week. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today, the UAE rolls out its first ever official lottery.
As well, new silent radars will catch traffic violations.
The robots who will soon be delivering your food and shopping in Dubai.
And as well, the Paris Olympics opening ceremony received divided opinions in the UAE.
It is 296 days since the genocide began in Gaza on October 7th. The current death toll stands at 39,334. The number of injured people is 90,830, while 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And for the rapid weather report, the highest temperature recorded over the UAE today was 47.6 degrees in Azimul Al Ain at, of course, 1:45 p.m. And today we can expect highs of 40 degrees in Dubai with humidity at 60%.
So not as bad. I feel like there's been a bit of a drop. It wasn't that gross this weekend.
I agree.
That was our official update. It wasn't that gross.
It was okay. We tolerated it. I mean, honestly, you know how like last week it was really humid, but as you said, it was okay.
We tolerated it. Unlike Gen Z, who do not tolerate much, it seems, after a new study shows. And we would love your thoughts on this. They think the thumbs up emoji is passive aggressive.
So, to everyone who is calling us out, Gen Z, just wait for Gen Alpha. Well, so
Gen Z is so obsessed with Gen Z, by the way. Notice?
Yeah, I have to mention it.
I love that you're like speaking on behalf of all. Continue.
Yes. So to all of my fellow Gen Z people. Yes, we do think that, you know, the thumbs up, it's like, oh yeah, it's very passive aggressive.
I give you the thumbs up all the time. That's how I communicate.
I know, but I got used to it and I started acting this way too. It's like, okay, fine. So it's maybe not that bad. It's okay. It's fine. However, like it's on with, you know, work and so on. However, if let's say like my friend or let's say a boyfriend.
Wait, sorry, are you actually serious?
I swear. If a boyfriend or a friend sends me a thumbs up, I'll be like, what? Yeah, I'll be like, what is that? What is that? Why would this person
It's a simple agreement. It does exactly what it says on the thing.
Why don't they say okay?
What's the difference? What about I sometimes go for like a big smiley face? Is that passive aggressive?
Like what smiley face?
You know the big one, the like mouth open. Like whenever someone's like, let's do this, I just do the big smiley face. Done.
That's it.
That's it. Easy. Saves time.
No, you should be like, yes, let's do this. I mean, I don't know. Okay, but
you need more. This is the problem. You're never satisfied.
I know.
Gen Z is never satisfied.
I know.
Here's a big smiley face. Here's a thumbs up. I'm in. I'm all yours.
We have stickers. I talk and I communicate with stickers. Honestly, if I feel a certain kind of like a way, I would be like, hey, that's a sticker and that's how I feel.
Right, so if I send you a sticker with my avatar, you'd be happier than a thumbs up?
Yes! Please. Guys, Casey is judging me so much right now. But
we put a poll up saying our thumbs up emoji is passive aggressive. Angie K11 is giving us a thumbs up, so I don't really know how to take that. On our WhatsApp account, 9 people said yes, it is passive aggressive, while 10 people, we posted this like 2 minutes ago, said lol, no, careless. That's my opinion. Careless. Couldn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm Gen Z.
Move on.
I am Gen Z.
We don't have time.
Well, Gen Z, don't worry, I got you guys. So we are Gen Z, and we are. No!
That was passive aggressive, that was.
No, it's like because I'll tell you. So as Gen Z, we talk a lot, and we just like we express a lot, and we love expressing as well.
Right.
And then with a thumbs up, it's like.
It's not enough.
And for example, like, you know, like parents do that all the time. It's like if I'm sending my mom something and she sends me a thumbs up, I'll be like, why? I'm talking to you and you are my mother. You are my mother. You should be proud of me. You should be communicating. I want more. I want more drama. I want more effort. Now everyone's like,
no one's got the time for more than this.
It's okay.
It's on WhatsApp. You're dealing with multiple things. Someone could be at work. Anyway, I cannot wait for Gen Alpha to come over and take over the internet discussion. So we have less time for this.
I think there'll be a fight between Gen Z and Gen Alpha. But
I believe so. I believe it's coming. All right, guys, let's move into our top story of the day. The UAE rolls out its first ever official lottery. The General Commercial Gaming Regulatory Authority, that's the GCGRA, they are the federal entity which looks at commercial gaming activities in the UAE, have announced the award of a license to operate the UAE's first ever authorized lottery operation.
With the aim to establish a well-regulated commercial gaming sector in the UAE built on the principles of transparency, accountability, consumer protection, and responsible gaming practices.
So it's going to be called the UAE Lottery, and the UAE Lottery license was awarded to the Game LLC, which is a commercial gaming operator specializing in gaming development, lottery operations, and gaming-related content. In the GCGRA's first licensee, they'll also offer a diverse range of lottery games and other games designed to cater to players' variety of interests and financial preferences.
Finally, the announcement noted that engaging in conducting or facilitating commercial gaming activities within the UAE without approval from the GCGRA is illegal and exposes offenders to severe penalties. Playing as a consumer via unlicensed operators is also illegal, of course, according to the GCGRA framework.
So we look at other draws, which was Mahmouz, which took a pause on January 1, Emirates draw, and what this will mean for them. I think we'll await announcements from them specifically to hear what that means. It looks like the GCGRA came into... they became a governing body last year, and they're looking at ways to bring gaming into the UAE in a transparent way, in a very regulated environment. And this announcement is a small step in the roadworks of gaming becoming open in the UAE.
I agree with you. And as you said, Casey, is that I love how the UAE is providing everything for its residents and citizens. With, of course, as long as they are regulating everything to avoid any, I would say, scams happening, any illegal things happening as well, because you never know what happens.
So they're just keeping it with one. When I was in the States a couple of months ago, you'd see these massive billboards, and it was like, play the lotto this weekend, $250 million up for grabs. And you're thinking,
oh, I want that money.
$250 million up for grabs. And I'm thinking now, if you come to the UAE, how much is going to be up for grabs? And would you be tempted to play weekly? I'm just thinking, like, how much money I'll waste. I'm like, no, don't. Save the money, don't play the lotto. Save the money, don't play the lotto. But when you see that big, it could be me.
It could be. I mean, honestly, I would play in Dubai and in the UAE as a whole country. Because I trust the UAE. I feel like, fine, if the UAE is allowing it, of course, they must have had a lot of rules and a lot of regulations, right? So I am safe. I don't know.
It could be you.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
It could be you.
No.
So lucky.
Guys, Katie feeding my delusion as always.
It could be me too. Who knows? What I don't want to be me is to be a victim of these new silent radars, which will catch traffic violations. Dubai drivers, stay safe. But most importantly, please stick to the rules of the roads the silent radars are watching. According to an exclusive by Khaleej Times, new silent radars will catch road offenders.
Labeled silent as they do not flash, which means drivers will not be alerted to their violations during their drive. If spotted without a seatbelt, you will get a 400 dirhams fine and 4 black points for not buckling up.
You'll get an 800 dirham fine for using your mobile phone and 4 black points. So basically, if you've got a handheld phone in your hand while you're driving, you could be spotted.
And if you do not stop completely when pedestrians cross a road, you'll face a 500 dirhams fine. This is going to be interesting because if they're silent, you're not going to know if you got a fine until, I don't know.
Yeah, interesting, because I saw one of the top comments and it was like, it was actually from someone we know. And it said, allow the flashes, so allow people to be aware of their fines so they can get their finances in order. But I'm thinking, you find out at any point. So I've gotten a fine for speeding and I didn't notice the flash.
Well,
Well, I was like, maybe it's a camera.
Let me be the devil's advocate, because I think maybe when you get like a radar and there's like a flash, you know that you got a radar and you got a fine, so you freak out and then you are not able to drive safely moving forward. So if you will, in your head, like you didn't get a fine because you didn't get a flash, then you will continue driving safely, and of course that's all to contribute to the road.
No, because it flashes because you were driving safely.
Yeah, exactly, I know.
So if you get the flash, then
you freak out.
No, you'd say, I'm going to put my phone down. Right?
I would freak out. I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, but at least you'd put your phone down because that's so highly dangerous on the road.
Yeah, that's true. But
you can't. Mass is going to drive really slowly. You can't drive really slowly in Abu Dhabi. You have to drive at the speed limit because driving slowly affects the movement of the road.
That is true. Yeah.
Excuse me, the main thing is you have to just follow the rules of the road. Absolute silence.
Yeah.
Let's jump in to our next story. Will robots be?
We are in the future, and of course, robots are a part of the future. So robots will soon be delivering your food and shopping in Dubai. From August 2024, 3 smart delivery robots will start zipping around, bringing goodies from restaurants and shops in the plaza area straight to residents.
In addition, these high-tech helpers will use a smart interface from Live Global to get the job done. And if you wonder how it's going to work, well, the sustainable city's car-free, pedestrian-friendly design is the perfect place to try out these autonomous solutions.
Also, the new delivery robot Pilot uses advanced tech to boost safety, cleanliness, and cost efficiency, and while cutting down on traffic emissions and wait times.
These speedy robots will get your food and shopping to you in under 30 minutes without breaking a sweat. They dodge obstacles, find their own charging stations, and they never get lost.
Now, this initiative fits right into Dubai's big plan to have 25% of trips be autonomous by 2030. It's all part of the mission to make Dubai the smartest city on the planet. That's very interesting because, you know what, I fear this.
You fear it?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I mean, at this point, robots are going to be everywhere because, like, the last thing I ever expected was to have robots deliver our goodies, food and shopping things that we get online. However, you know, it's convenient for delivery riders because, like, we wouldn't want them to be out, right, in the heat and so on. So robot is the answer, but I really hope that they do not create a human robot soon.
But it's really interesting on as you said there, because when time changes, when technology advances, and you see things like we thrive on deliveries, and like how sustainable is it in the long run? Yeah. Especially as, you know, I think Dubai is a model for other cities, so I don't think we're going to get less deliveries. I think other cities will follow in terms of you know, not just food, but like we can have everything to our door in 10-20 minutes. And maybe this is the beginning of technology. We see it here in one neighborhood of Dubai that they're, you know, dipping their toes into robot deliveries. But in 100 years, this might be the and you know, slow, adaptable to change mindset. I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be so annoying when there's a mistake because you need to call someone, you need to have that human interaction.
Exactly.
But this is day one. This is like early days. Like in 100 years, you hope someone looks back at this show and be like, what idiots? Like they didn't want robot deliveries. Like they're the best thing ever because there's a framework and it's regulated. And,
no, I agree.
You know, they do it in the sky, so you have no delivery drivers on the road ever again.
I agree with you.
But it takes these baby steps to get there.
I agree with you, but like, you know, when I order food and the food is late and I need to have lunch, like let's say by this time, and I'm very strict on my time with lunch, and the delivery rider doesn't know where to come. Where's my house, for example, or where do I work? How can I call the delivery rider and be like, hi, I am here at this place. It's a robot, it's not going to understand me.
True, that's what I was saying, it's going to be annoying, but at the beginning. However, I think the robots will... What? Exactly, robots will have they're not going to get lost if you give the right address, and then you'll call the customer service person who's not out in the heat trying to deal with your food and your call at the same time.
That
which
is
I would
true.
not like to be on the receiving end of that call if Paris had not had her lunch at the right time. Speaking on not like to be on the receiving end, our next story is about the Paris Olympics and the backlash it has received following the opening ceremony.
Well, as Casey has mentioned, the Paris Olympics opening ceremony has received divided opinions in the UAE. So the Olympics have begun and the world is watching the competition unfold. Spirits are high and everyone is really excited to watch greatness. I mean, what wasn't great was the opening ceremony. This performance got more than raised eyebrows. It received major backlash.
And people were quick to share their opinions online. I'm sure you've seen the stories all weekend from the unexpected performance. So the question is, why were people upset? The opening ceremony was performed by many people, including transgender people, and everything from costumes down to the dances were scrutinized.
Well, following the backlash, the Olympic game ceremony video was deleted. Yesterday was deleted and the news was shared by an Emirati citizen who despised the performance like millions of others. It is understandable, but as well, we should maybe be very just like, you're watching the Olympics, so we should just like maybe be okay with watching the Olympics instead of just criticizing. And a lot of people did really not like it. Some people liked it, some people did not like it, some people did not accept it.
Right, so many comments on this one, so let's jump through a couple of them. We love to read your comments, by the way, to get kind of every side of the story. So Star Hairstylist said, I'm sad to think of the mockery that this has become, and it won't pass unpunished. While another said, I'm excited watching all of the Olympics games, so many events with athletes, and all the athletes have worked so hard to be there. The opening ceremony unfortunately had nothing to do with the sports or the athletes, let them be. And I think about the athletes, and I had friends who competed in the Olympics. One of my best friends was in Brazil like 12 years ago.
Okay.
And the amount of effort and attention, and her whole life was devoted to that moment. And I think it's such a shame that for the first day, headlines were dominated by the opening ceremony rather than, the amazing, is it 18 UAE athletes who are on the way to wave the UAE flag. And then, on the first day, we saw that amazing video of all the athletes go down the Seine, and then immediately was just dominated by this. And you're thinking, how did this happen? What an absolute shame. Like, the videos deleted from the Paris Olympics Instagram pages, they acknowledged that it was in distaste, they've removed them. People didn't show the Olympic opening ceremony. And the Olympic opening ceremony is meant to be an amazing moment for all of those athletes to wave their flags. You don't need to win a gold medal at the Olympics to get there for your country is such an achievement, and they didn't have that moment because it's been marred by divided opinions, which is frustrating.
That is true, I agree with you. And because people sometimes they forget the fact that they are watching the Olympics for the games. Instead, however, they focus on the wrong thing, which is the opening ceremony. And of course, that must have been devastating to all of the players, because they're like, fine, now that the video is deleted and it's not streamed and so on and on and on and on. It would be very upsetting.
Can I tell you a great meme I saw this weekend? So Simone Biles, amazing gymnast for the States.
Oh, okay.
Many gold medals behind her, and she's back again. I think she won her qualifying round, so she's into the finals. One of the world's best gymnasts, and she posted this meme, and it was like, in order to get a true representation of every country's athletic skill, the Olympics should randomly select citizens like it's jury duty. So rather than, Simone Biles or Salma Al Suwaidi competing, it should be like the 39-year-old electrician or the 26-year-old news presenter.
Yes.
Competing in the races. Like, that made me laugh.
Okay. That's actually, that's actually funny, because I would say that it is upsetting as an athlete, whether you are a gymnast, whether you play football, whether you are practicing any kind of sports, when all of the attention is gone onto something else. You know what I mean? It's kind of disappointing, fine, okay, all of this happened and this is upsetting to some people, upsetting not to everyone, but why is the attention there? Why isn't the attention on the actual Olympics?
Right,
and
so
this
let's bring it
probably
back.
was for the, it's just like an opening ceremony, hey, everyone.
Hesham, yeah?
about the sports and worry about how it's organized, these countries get so much money out of it. So at least have it very organized.
So to have it very organized, yeah, that's a really good point. Someone's saying players, athletes. Yeah, look, I think the point is clear that like this happened. It was a shame that it's taken away from the athletes, but the show will go on. And no doubt, I hope we just get it up on a big screen and I can watch and judge the gymnasts when they do a wobbly, you know, like when they stand and it's not perfect. You're, oh, she could have done that better. And you're just sitting on your couch, like the absolute judges that we will give these athletes. But what an amazing tournament we've got for the next, 4 weeks, 2 weeks in Paris, and all eyes on it to see how the rest of it unfolds.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I love? I love how you said how we sit on our couch with, I would say, like popcorn or something like that, and we would judge them as if we can do a better job.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
As if we can do a better job. I swear to God, like the amount of people that judge them, it's like, oh yeah, really? You think you can do that? Then go and do it.
Yeah, they're absolutely amazing. Peak athletes.
True, I agree.
Peak athletes, and look, we've got some amazing representatives from the UAE: Abdullah Humaid Al Maheri, Abdullah Al Mari, Salam Al Suwaidi, taking part in a variety of events, from judo to show jumping. So it's going to be really great to see the UAE up on the world stage, no doubt. 8:51. It brings us to the end of our show and the end of the Monday morning show. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
We'll see you then. Bye bye.